And the first two items relate to the application and selection process for to fill the District 4 vacancy on the Board of Education. The first item is we will be discussing and determining there's three questions that for board members for us to consider tonight, I believe. First is who we will be interviewing next week on June 5th. Second is what is the sort of the basic format for that interview process. And then the third is what are the sort of the base level questions, the 2, 3, 4, 5 questions that we want to ask universally of all applicants. Okay, does that sound right? Is there anything else missing?
So we will have an opportunity to talk about the process that we're going to use?
Yes, for the application.
For the interview process.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the second item.
Okay.
Or second question is the format. Okay, so I have a proposal about who we should interview. I don't know if anybody else has one. Anybody want to start off?
Well,
Director
I
Dobbins?
guess my question, Director Kakashima, is do we want to talk about what we're looking for in this? I raised this last time we
Yes,
discussed this. Do we want to talk about that? Does that become part of the conversation, or do we just, maybe I should hear your proposal and then respond?
Director Dobbins had his.
I mean, I maybe agree, but I just also think that, we have 11 candidates that are, I guess, approved. The other gentleman, I guess, doesn't live in the proper district, but, far be it from me of anyone to want to have a long meeting, but I just think we should interview everybody. I think that I don't want to be they've all looked, I've only briefly looked through all the applications, but they've all, everyone filled them out. Everybody has cogent thoughts and interests, and I think it would be far be it from me to not let somebody have an interview when they follow up the applications. So I would move at least to that point. I mean, in terms of Director London and what kind of looking for, that kind of thing, I think we can explore that issue, but I think we should definitely interview everybody.
Is that a motion?
I'm sorry? Yeah, I move we should interview everybody, all 11 candidates.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, Mr. Rakestraw, I believe you have an update.
Yes. At this moment, there are 10 eligible candidates, preliminarily eligible candidates for you to consider. One, Mrs. Angie Schwartz sent a letter this afternoon withdrawing her application from consideration. The other candidate, Mr. Carmona, has been deemed pursuant to a certification from the Registrar of Voters Office not to be a resident of District 5. I mean District 4, a resident of District 5.
Okay, so that leaves us with 10.
Correct.
Okay, any other discussion on the motion?
Well, I would like to hear what your proposal was, Director Kakashima,
It
before
was
we
the same.
vote on this. Okay.
Thanks.
And, well, I guess this is more of a process question, so I'll hold off on it.
Okay. We can still talk about criteria. There's sort of two things about criteria. One is whether criteria is to be used to screen out applicants, and then another is criteria used for possible selection.
Yeah,